There was once a man named Job. He lived in the land of Uz, and the Bible tells us something important about him right from the start. Job was honest, kind, faithful to God, and careful to do what was right. He had a large family, many friends, and more wealth than anyone else in his region. But what mattered most was this: Job truly loved God. Every day he prayed for his children. Every decision he made was shaped by his faith. From the outside, Job's life looked perfect, but then everything changed. One day in heaven, Satan accused Job before God. He said, "Of course Job follows you. You protected him and blessed him. Take those blessings away, and he will turn against you." God allowed Job to be tested, but he would not allow Job's life to be taken. And in a single, terrible day, disaster struck. Messengers came running. Job's animals were stolen. His servants were killed. A storm collapsed the house where his children were, and all of them died. In moments, Job lost everything: his wealth, his future, his children. Yet in his grief, Job fell to the ground and said, "The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. May the name of the Lord be praised." Even in pain, Job refused to curse God. But the suffering wasn't over. Soon, Job became terribly sick. Painful sores covered his body from head to toe. He sat in ashes, scraping his skin, broken in body and heart. Even Job's own wife said, "Why don't you just curse God and die?" But Job answered, "Should we accept good from God and not trouble?" 3 friends came to comfort him: Eliphaz, Bildad, and Zophar. At first they sat with him in silence, but then they began to speak. They said, "Job, this must be your fault. God only punishes the wicked. Confess what you've done." But Job knew he had done nothing wrong. He cried out in confusion and sorrow, "Why is this happening to me? I have lived faithfully. I don't understand." Job didn't hide his pain from God. He poured it out. And through his tears, he said something powerful: "I know that my Redeemer lives." Then at last God answered Job, not with anger, not with accusation, but with truth and awe. From a mighty storm, God said, "Where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth? Who set the stars in place? Who commands the morning?" God reminded Job that the world is far greater and more complex than any human can fully understand. Job realized that even though he didn't understand the reason for his suffering, he could still trust the one who holds everything together. Humbled, Job said, "I spoke of things I did not understand. Now my eyes have seen you." God then spoke to Job's friends. He told them they were wrong for assuming suffering is always punishment. And God restored Job. He gave him double of everything he had lost: more livestock, more wealth, new children, a long life filled with peace. But the greatest gift Job received was this: a deeper understanding of God, a stronger faith, and a heart that never stopped trusting, even in the darkest night. The story of Job teaches us something powerful. Faith is not proven when life is easy. It is revealed when life is hard. Job shows us that we don't have to understand everything to keep trusting God. We don't have to pretend we're strong. We can bring our questions, our pain, and our broken hearts to Him. And in time, God will answer, with wisdom, with comfort, and with hope.
Thank you so much for following along. We'd truly appreciate if you'd hit that like button. If you're ready to learn more about the stories of the Bible, subscribe to the Sacred Storybox and come along with us as we explore the greatest book known to mankind.